Hey everyone, a quick message before we start. Tarot and Oracle cards are amazing tools for self awareness and guidance. In the right hands, it can truly help you understand the story of your life. However, this should only be support in developing your own intuition and discernment. I ask that this tarot session be guided by the divine for your best path and purpose. If you would like to support the work I do on this channel, you may donate at the link in the description box. Thumbs up on the video, commenting, and subscribing are also appreciated shows of support. All right, so today we are doing another pick a card. We have option A, option B, option C. And today the focus is on the energy of the connection, thoughts and feelings between you and your person, and also intentions. And of course, we always add advice at the end. All right, so I'm gonna give you like a couple seconds to choose your option, and then we're gonna move straight into it. All right, so if you chose A, we're gonna move into that for you. Okay. All right. So if you are your card is the moon card here. We're using the tarot of the Dance of Souls and the classic Llewellyn tarot. All right. So here we go. We are on A. All right. So, now let me tell you a little bit about the moon energy. This is talks about focus, spirituality, and liberation. Okay, so that feels like the energy that's happening in your connection. Now let's find out more about that. What's this moon energy about for Pal A? All right, so we do have the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups. This kind of feels like things are changing in your situation with this person, and it feels like it shifted towards being more of a separation, or people taking space from each other, because we needed to just sometimes you need to step back when things get intense, and it feels like that is causing a lot of unknowns in your situation. You could feel like you don't really know what's happening, but I think the change that's coming is actually what you could have thought was an ending or an unknown. So maybe you think, I don't know what's happening, maybe it's over. It feels like actually it's regenerating in a way where it's actually you two coming together, and there is this kind of like, I wouldn't say better than ever. So like it feels like that break was really needed for both of you. All right, so I want to go directly into thoughts and feelings now. So let's see how your person is feeling and thinking about you and this connection. Two of Swords, Pal A, Five of Wands, and Page of Swords. All right, so it feels like right now your person is actually really curious about you, but there is something, and I think that's why you two took this break. It feels like there was some conflict that you two couldn't quite resolve on your own. It just got too much. I could feel the intensity before I even pulled the cards. Now, that has been a really big block or something you have had issues overcoming um, together. But it kind of feels like your person feels like you don't want, you're closed off to any more drama, is what I would feel. But I think they feel like they still feel like you're interested, is what I'm seeing. And with the Hierophant here, this could be somebody that you're actually in a relationship with, or it was on the path to that. We did see the Ten of Cups. And so that is like really like big union type of commitment. Like we are setting a pulse, we are committing to our life together. And it kind of feels like there are some issues here in our connection in this relationship, right? So pile A, your person is feeling curious. Let's see what this is about. Okay. All right, you could be feeling conflicted. Your person could think that you are conflicted about certain things, like maybe confused, and that's the mood energy. I don't know what's happening here. So there is an awareness on their side that you could be conflicted about things. Now, they think that you're closed off to any kind of like reciprocal energy, which is like, I don't want to give anymore to a situation that's going to be confusing. And let's pull on this one. They could feel like you think that this is draining as well. So it feels like somebody who's actually really aware of how you feel. Because Queen of Wands, they could feel like you're showing up as that, like you are totally in your element. You're kind of not dealing with anything that is going to take you off of your kind of path, your confidence, anything that's going to like sap your self-esteem in a way. You're not, it's like you don't want to deal with that, pal A. But I think your person is seeing you as, I almost think like they're wondering, do you have regrets here? Do you miss me? Are you sad in any way? They could be keeping an eye on you for that. Like it's like looking for signs or clues with you. So that is the big unknown here. We don't know. And that tells me that you two maybe not in contact right now. Four of Swords confirms that. Um, but as I said, the Three of Cups tells us that there is a potential here for a healing, like kind of like coming back together. Now I want to see what you feel. Okay, so there's Justice and Five of Pentacles and Four of Wands. You know what? That's funny because like I can see that you two are both curious about each other. There's difficulty, but I still think this is a situation that the feeling remains. Um, okay, what do you feel this is? Okay, we did see the Hierophant. So you really could be married to this person or could have been married to this person, could have had like some kind of big commitment or long-term commitment. And it feels like, I think you feel like, okay, you had to take certain actions to make the situation right, which could have included separating from your person. So you could have been the one that led the charge with taking the break. But I do think you feel like you miss this person, like you do, especially if you've been with this person long term. I think you could miss their presence in your life, or if you felt like this was a major connection for you. For once, I think you miss like the home that you built, the happiness together, just like being with the person. And it feels like is it manifest? Yeah, okay. I kind of think, pal A, group A, that you are maybe in your heart to heart still hoping that things could come around in a particular way. Yeah. Okay, so let us look at what is what is kind of like potentially going to happen here. What's the energy for? Sometimes it's like right now what could happen, but energies change, right? So I hesitate giving this, but I think you two are like, you might need that information. Page of Wands, the Sun, Six of Wands. All right. So this kind of feels like if we explore this again, if we explore this and we really thought positively, if we, for example, didn't dwell in the past, but try to create a new situation, you might actually have the success you want. King of Wands is here, and the Eight of Swords with a Queen of Pentacles. All right, so to me, I see this as like the direct couple between you two. One of you could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and other one could be a fire sign like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. In this, and this to me feels like you have these walls up between you. Like there's issues why you can't get together, but there's still a love, right? There's still like we feel connected, and of course, this is a situation which it has put us through emotional difficulty, right? But and there is a potential for a new start. This feels like it was meant. This time apart is meant for you to kind of realize things, realize what you want, yeah. And so let us see advice for you. Advice, pile A, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Ooh. We do have the Two of Wands and Temperance. All right. This is the advice we have for you, and it's kind of a little bit of a plan, or I don't want to say strategy. That can sound kind of scheming, but it's, listen, you and this person, right? If you get on the right track, this is somebody that you could have the long term with. But what it's telling us is that you can't continue in the same way because there is an issue between the two of you that you keep butting heads. And it really needs you to bring a new approach, both of you, more than likely, right? Two of Wands is making a plan, having clear intentions that you are going to set out to balance things between you and this person, and you're going to be patient with that process, right? So it just feels like the process of unpicking the tangle that we found ourselves in, but it almost requires you to be like steady in this, so that almost like your person can trust that you're there for them. And I know that sometimes this is hard to hear because you're like, but they did this too, right? But um that's what's needed. It's like, I need to know you're there for me, you need to know I'm there for you type of energy. And that confirms it with like the Eight of Pentacles. We need to invest the time and resources into working on this situation, because really, look, this is your Ten of Pentacles, right? Ten of Pentacles is not like something that's easy or like you can throw it away. That's the very essence, is we build our Ten of Pentacles. We do it steadily. So you do have to put the work and time in, but you do get the reward out. Look at all of that. Like this person has manifested the dogs, the home, the riches, the wife, the kids, all of that. So that is kind of what I have here. You're a group that you might feel like, I don't really know what's happening right now, but there's all of this that's being like unlocked behind the surface. Okay? So, pal A, that is what is happening. Those are the thoughts and feelings. And that was your advice. If you felt like that was for you, you found something in it, please do give a like, thumbs up, and join us on the channel again by subscribing. All right, so we're going to move on to pile B. Now, if you chose B, let's put your card up. Okay, B is 1436. That was quite a long reading. Okay, I think it was good. All right, so B was Empress. Okay, so this is B. All right, now let's look at what's happening. The Empress is really about like abundance, but this deck has like a particular meaning that I want to get for you. Um, all right, so it talks about family, comfort, reconciliation. And I think what stands out to me is like the reconciliation part in this situation. All right, so let's see what is happening here. Four of Cups. We're not happy with something. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this situation is one where people are not really saying much. You two really aren't like, this is not like we are in communication every day, but there's a sense, you might have a sense that this could be coming around again. There's a new start here. No, whatever has been happening in this situation, it's like, I don't think it's something that you feel happy or satisfied with, or you or your person could be in this energy, right? It is, for some reason, we're just not getting to the place where we can have the opportunity, the openness to be together in a particular way. Now, that doesn't mean that there are no feelings and that there's no opportunity. It feels like something is paused, and I'm gonna look at that now right now. Why is that? Why we pause right now? Five of Swords. All right, so there's some issue. You know what this makes me think of? They say there's stages in a relationship, and so you might have like, what is it, like honeymoon phase, and then they have the power struggle, which happens after, and then after that there is the bliss, right? The bliss comes from going through all of that together. Now it kind of feels like they do say that a lot of couples get stuck in the power struggle phase, which is where we're both trying to establish ourselves, and some people have a stronger kind of reaction to that phase where it really can break down a relationship because it really does test us, right? But it feels like that's what happened. Your situation paused in the power struggle phase. That's why I went through all of that, right? Because I wanted you to understand what this is. So, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, sorry. Listen, the Ace of Cups for the Ace of Wands. All right, so yeah, I kind of see this as like a classic. Oh, I need to turn my let me turn this off. Yeah, okay. So I see this as a classic I am very attracted to you, and I feel like you're not receptive to me type of energy. It's, I just looked up, it's 11:11. I saw on the timer. So I feel like there's something about like timing with you two. This is something about like, I am very interested in you. I might be very attracted to you as well. And even if we look further, it's more like I could have wanted to take it to the sexual or the physical, and I didn't feel like you wanted to do that, and I feel rejected. So, because of that, I'm going to pause things, right? But it's somebody that has a lot of interest in the other. Look at that. Pile B, you have drawn the Empress twice. Okay. I kind of feel like this is somebody here is feeling in your connection that this is one-sided. They feel like they have much more emotion than you have, or vice versa. You might feel like I have more emotion than they have. Um, it's like somebody that's saying, I'm really, like, I'm so invested in this person. They're gorgeous. They're like, they've got everything, right? They're balanced, they're giving, they're nurturing, they're beautiful. And I'm very attracted to that. But now I feel rejected. Okay, so let us look at thoughts and feelings now, because I'm sure that in this situation that would help to alleviate some things. Because sometimes things happen and it's not actually the story that we have, right? So, what are their feelings? What's your person's thoughts and feelings towards you? Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. All right, so here's the thing. Your person and the Hermit, okay. Your person, you could be dealing with a Virgo. This could be a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. Um, could be Pisces as well, and Taurus, Libra, but and some Cancer as well. But really, what I'm seeing here is that your person feels that you go between um, wanting to be single and wanting like a commitment with them. So it's like, or how to say, it's more like a toss up. For you, what's really important in life is they feel like you value your independence, you value your you know, going after life in the way you want things to happen, which is like wonderful, right? That's why they see you as the Empress. But they also think that that's something that you try to find balance. You go back and forth, like I could be single or I could be in a relationship. So it's almost like you don't need a relationship, but you could. And I think they see happiness with you. So it's almost like, would you give up this sense of like freedom to be with them? And so like the Hermit is here. This is someone who's withdrawn a little bit in their own world, isolated. And so they could feel like that is what's happening here with you. And it's a strong Virgo energy for sure. Um, this is somebody also who is, we have the Emperor and we do have the Empress here, right? So this is somebody that feels like you are a strong like counterpart for them, but it's that I think that somebody is withdrawn. They're not really speaking up on how they feel. This could be somebody that's trying to form a game plan, because remember we were saying that somebody here feels like they have more feelings than the other person has. So your person could feel that way. Now let's see what you feel about this person. And I just want to say, like, this person also sees a lot of happiness with you, right? So that's the kind of conclusive thing. But they go back and forth on this. What do you feel? Okay. Now here's the difference. 10 of Wands. There is something here that you find difficult because it's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Or you worry about something in this connection here. I think there's a sense that you might be wanting to hold back from this. This person as a partner, you might feel that there are some maybe unhealthy things. And so, okay, I see what's happening here. That's why your person feels like you're not as into them as they are into you in a way, because it's like you are seeing something that you might need to, you're just wanting to pause and like think about things, right? um I think you're questioning like, is this person like really a suitable partner for me? Is this connection going to be one that is steady and stable? um if we have earth energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that definitely is going to be a worry for that person, because you know earth signs do prize stability and consistency. Yeah, there's Sagittarius energy here as well. You could be Sagittarius or your person. Now, what is this devil energy here? Look at that. The lovers. Now, when I see the lovers and the devil, these two are the complete opposite, but they're the complete related cards. So this is a connection that is like intense. That's what that's telling me. You two are, you will see the highs and the lows with each other, but you also have this feeling like, I can't do without this person, or this is my person for life type of thing with that hierophant. But with that type of intensity, there are some issues. It's meant for kind of testing you, soul growth type of thing, without getting like too deep and complex with this. That's the type of connection that I'm seeing here for you, pal B. Your person sees that in you, right? They see that you are the person. But because they feel so strongly, I think they're also feeling like rejection. No, this could be you. You could be feeling some of that as well. All right. So I think for you, it's like your hesitant. There's like, I'm gonna hold back a little bit from this because I'm not that sure that this is. I'm not sure about it yet because this is an intense connection that I've seen the highs and the lows with. All right. So intentions for your person. What is their intention here? I think your person wants to. They do want to be. Okay, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. This is about movement, right? So often you'll have readings where people will have feelings, but there's no like movement. This is not that. This reading is your person here wants to take action. They want to show you how they feel. They want to be clear that I want like a romance and I care for you. And okay, you might find that your person's a little bit pushy. This is like, I want what I want. And I think that could be the type of thing that you could have responded to here with the Five of Swords. Like you may have felt like this person is a little bit pushy, but I think it's, if you can speak to this person, we'll get the advice for you, but it's like it feels like they need assurance that we're on a path. So you don't have to push this forward, but it feels like your person wants to get into a space where you two can be aligned. You can collaborate in some way, right? You can get along. They're wanting to figure that out and to push for that direction in this. Because as I see it, your person's very sure about you, pal B, right? Because it's the Empress. You are the Empress to this person, which is like you are the most prized, the most loved type of energy here. So, let us get advice for you, pal B. You know what? Your situation doesn't feel as in, it's an intense connection, but it's not as rough as pal A had it. I think you two are clearer in your group. All right. So you could be a little bit worried about this situation, could be thinking about it a lot, and that is probably the thing that puts this on pause. There is some hurt feelings, right? And I think if you feel like your person is dealing with emotions that they've experienced in this connection, because we did see rejection here, um you need to like find a way to nurture that, so make space for them. Six of Cups is make each other feel comfortable, safe space type of thing. Allow them to see you in a new light by the way that you nurture and make space for their feelings. Now, I know that that can be difficult, right? Because we do have a Nine of Swords energy where you could feel like, if I do that, am I admitting to something? No, you're not. You're just making space for somebody's feelings, right? That's it. Um, so that is the advice and your reading here, Palby. I'm wishing you all the best. I think this is like, it's encouraging. It's such a good connection, but it's like, this is more like the emotions need to be worked out between you two. But there's definitely a drive forward. Like this person here is not giving up on this. That could be you or it could be them. All right, so take care. And if you enjoyed it, please do give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, let me know what resonated for you if you feel the need to. All right, so we're gonna put up pile C. Now, pile C was okay, the House of God. And can I get my seat to stand upright? All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right. So, Halsey, you are 3018. All right. All right. So, this is a particular tarot deck, and so I want to get the particular meaning here. Even though this is the Tower energy. All right. The House of God talks about gilded prison, protection, gate. Okay. All right. So, Palsy, no, I could see this more as like a gate or a protection. All right. So, let's see. Let's see. Let us see. What is this about? What is this about us happening here in this connection? Ace of Pentacles. All right. Please just one. Okay. King of Swords and the Star. All right. Now, these are two great energies. There's an opportunity that was here, and we do have what we desire most, right? But cutting that in between is this cold, hard decision. We're strategizing, we're making a clean break here. So I want to find out about that. Yep, yeah, okay. Look at that. The Tower and the Tower. You have the Tower twice in your reading. Halby had the Empress twice. All right. So, all right, in this situation, you could feel like there was an opportunity here that you were trying to plot your way towards, or maybe this is the person you're dealing with. You feel like there's like undercover creating an opportunity, is how I see it. And when you see that, sometimes it's because people have something else happening in their life that prevents them from outright saying, hey, I would like to date you or whatever it is. Now, this is somebody here in this situation that has decided, I'm going to move ahead. I'm going to move ahead to what I most desire in life, which could be the other person in this situation, right? My person. So this is a thing that kind of feels like I'm in a situation, I'm in a connection with somebody else, or for some reason I can't be forthright. I can't reveal too much right now, but I have all these plans for creating an opportunity and strategizing how to get from where I am now to where that person is. Okay, that is it feels stressful is what I'm gonna say. It feels stressful, but with the Emperor, you could have Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries, but there could be Aries here, strong Aries energy actually. This is somebody, yeah, this is somebody that's saying, you know what? I have my person over there and I see all this potential with them. I have to figure out how to get over there with them. The Emperor has a lot of responsibility, so this could be somebody that knows that they would need to give up certain things, move certain things around, even travel towards this person here with the Three of Wands, like looking at the possibilities over there. Queen of Cups is here. Now, this is interesting to me because it tells me that these two people in this situation are actually really different. And more than likely, the person that is watching Pal C could be this Queen of Cups. Could be this Queen of Cups High Priestess, right? This is a very sensitive, very emotionally caring, loving, nurturing person, and very sweet natured as well. dealing with somebody who's like, it's like very like masculine type of energy, right? Very different. This is somebody who's like quite quite determined, can be a little bit independent or stubborn in how they get things done. They need to get things, particularly this emperor, right? You see that one there. He looks so like set in his ways, but this is somebody that gets things done. So I kind of feel like this could be the emperor story. This person is planning to make a move in their life. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the fool, and it's going to cause waves because this person is going to make some kind of decision to move on from a situation. Let me just get more on that. They're not sure. They're in the thinking phase, thinking about this, really like taking time to make sure that's what they want to do. Ooh, this is somebody that could be contemplating marriage, but also could be contemplating leaving a marriage or a connection already. All right, there's big burdens here because I don't think this is how this person in your situation would have envisioned things going, but it feels like this person is just like, I know what I want. I want that person over there. They're my Queen of Cups. They're my person that loves me and I love them. And I know it's going to cause a lot of disruption to leave what I have behind here, but that's what I want. It kind of feels like that. This is somebody that's like single minded. They know what they want. It's not where they are now. And that is a disruption. Now, I am just reflecting what's in the cards. I'm definitely not telling anybody to make any shifts that they are not prepared to make. Um, let us look at your person's feelings, right? Seiko in this reading. No, it's going to flip because when you have these picker cards, whoever I'm calling you, could be anybody, right? Could be you or your person, the cross watcher. So flip the you or your feelings part as needed. Now, a lot of things came out. This is somebody here that feels that the situation it has been a long journey. It has maybe been a little bit draining, but they're really manifesting this new start with you. They've realized a lot of things about the situation, and it just makes them want to tell you what they feel, move towards you even more. I think this is, you could be the emperor here. This is somebody that just knows what they want, and they want to have a new life. This is who this is. And they see you as that, right? They're coming towards you. Knight of Wands, this is somebody very attracted in your direction. All right, what is your feeling? This person might want to apologize as well. Your feeling towards this person is you could be the one that was, if there was hurt in this situation, you feel like there's something that happened here that I don't think you were very happy with. You could have felt manipulated. You could have felt like there's some like gameplay in this situation that made you really think long and hard about this person, and you could feel like, you know what, this person just wants what they want. They only think about what they want, and they can't come towards me anyways. You could have put some kind of block on this, and because you could have felt like, oh, this person is inconsistent. You could have felt like they only want the physical with me, and therefore I'm going to hold back from this, right? Because I think that's the right thing to do. No, there's a king and a queen of wands here, so there's a couple potentially. No, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate like this person was in a situation in this. But up here, when we looked at the situation, we did see that your person could be needing to leave something in order to come towards you, pal C. So that could be the Five of Swords energy where you felt like this person played me a little bit. And, it's really caused me to really think about who they are. And there's still attraction, right? You're still attracted to this person, but there's other things that come into play with this person that you're having to really like process in your mind. You could have Gemini in your chart or Aquarius, is what I'm seeing. Your person could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Um, Now let's look at your person's intentions, because I think that's what's important with somebody, is to know what their intentions are. Now, okay, we have Ten of Cups. That's good, right? That is great. If that's what they want, that's amazing. This is what bothers me a little bit. The Two of Pentacles. Is this reversed? Okay. Yeah, it's reversed. All right. Um, you know what? Your person has the intention that they do want to create like happiness with you. They see that with you, right? But they do go back and forth. This could be somebody that struggles to make their mind up, or struggles to make a decision, or just some people have a kind of more chaotic energy. This is what I'm feeling with this person here, is like they're not sure. There's like a lack of certainty here with this person, and I think it's because they are going back and forth between this one thing and the other. Now, that one thing could be, should I be single? Should I commit to somebody again? They going back and forth between that type of energy. This person could have some complex thoughts on the whole like soulmate type of thing. Like they may not believe that there are soulmates, or they might feel like that is a kind of, how some people have like a difficulty with the idea of relationships. It kind of feels that like that to me, because not everybody kind of jives with that. Not everybody believes that, like they can have that, and that's how you get these difficult situations, right? This is somebody that could have been hurt in the past by a partner, and they are hesitant to get back into a connection. So that's the King of Wands energy that could have worried you. Is like, that there is something here, but that they're also like playing this strategically. So, and I think you're saying like, I don't know. I don't know with this person. Okay. Now I want to get advice for you. Ooh. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Hangman. All right. And we do have the Lovers in our hidden energy. All right. So, advice for you. Clearly, with this person, because you had concerns before, I think this is about like advocating for yourself. Don't let, I think you're dealing with somebody that's a very strong personality, right? This person is, this is fire sign energy, and they may not, while they may not be fire sign, they have that energy, like strong, like charisma, um, yeah, type of energy, and will push for what they want, right? With this person, you have to master strong boundaries with this person. What does that mean? It means that you know what it is, where your limit is, and you're not going to kind of bend because you're being coerced, or that the other person that you are in a relationship with wants that, because that, that would mean compromising yourself. So it's kind of like that. So if you get together with this person again, it's figuring out how, in this situation, it's not about like giving in to them or catering to them. It's more about this person of yours needs, you actually need to, and they need it. They need to learn how to work with somebody in a way that takes into account your feelings, their feelings, and together we come up with something that works for both of us. So it kind of feels like with the two of you, but there is like this strong connection, right? It feels like with the two of you, there is attraction. Somebody's potentially considering getting into a commitment here. That is surprising to them because this is somebody that didn't think they were going to experience that feeling at all. That's the House of God energy. This is surprising, right? This person probably is like a commitment phobe, or didn't plan to be in any kind of commitment again, finds it triggering, but this person is considering that. And the main thing with this person in pile C is that you're going to actually need to match their energy. And I think this is meant to actually teach you how to stand up for yourself as well, actually. If this is something that you want, right? All of these readings today have been complex, A, B, and C, but for different reasons. Pal C, it's that your person has a strong personality, and it doesn't mean that they're not good for you. It just means that it's a lesson in how to also advocate for yourself in a connection, right? This is like you standing up for yourself, but learning how to work with your person as well. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile C. If you like this, if you found something useful, please do give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of these readings. And it has been great having you. I hope you can find something in this. And if not, there'll be another reading. There's been others on the channel. So have a look. Take care. And I will see you in the future at some point. All right. Take care. Bye.